Maybe put some grease on the lens. Just smear it a little bit. Give it a
What?
soft look.
That's not how this works.
That's what we used to do old school back in the day. You put a little Vaseline on it and give it
You did that. You did that.
TV broadcasters. We used to do it at WSB.
When are you TV broadcasting? Love it. I don't believe no TV broadcaster. I don't believe it. Shay, no. Trying to turn my live. Okay. I love it. Thank you. I love when y'all put that penile heart on my head. Hey, ladies. Hey, Gorge. How are you? Let me get it together, y'all. Make sure you have your lipstick on. Make sure you have your lipstick on. Let me get myself together. Okay. Come on, ladies. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. I have been looking forward to talking to you literally all day. All day, I've been looking forward to talking to you because we have so much to talk about. There's a lot happening in the dating world. There's a lot of women ending up very disappointed. And my goal is to help you not be one of them. There's a lot of women choosing Build-A-Bears and broke men. And again, my goal is to help you to not become one of them. Welcome, ladies. You'll be seeing me at Rhythmia in a few days. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Welcome, 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 ladies. If you have red lipstick on, drop a red lipstick emoji in the chat. Okay, if you have a red lipstick on, which represents femininity, it represents you stepping into your power, you embodying that feminine power, then go ahead and drop a red lipstick in the chat. If you're like, girl, I just took my bra off and I'm relaxing and I don't have nothing, I have no red lipstick on, just leave me alone. All of my masculine energy, just drop me a heart emoji. Okay, just drop me a heart emoji. It's all good, ladies. Come on in. We're waiting for the rest of our sisters, our Diva sisters, to come into the chat. I have a lot to talk about. Y'all, I swear to goodness. Listen. These cameras don't be doing me right. Facebook always got me looking crazy. Instagram got me looking semi-crazy. Not as bad as Facebook. YouTube is halfway decent. This is how I look on YouTube. TikTok got me looking better. I love looking at TikTok because the filter is filtering. Okay, I love it. Ladies, hey, this is your girl Shay, your love diva, Master Certified Love Strategist, voted top 5 love coach in the entire world. I am now a tech founder of the very first AI-powered love coach from the convenience and privacy of your very own pocket. Welcome. I am so glad that you are here. If you are here because you want to up-level your love life with a formula that works based in science, then ma'ams, you are in the right place. It is all about attracting elite love over here. Okay. We don't settle for broke men. It is not just about finding just anybody. It is about attracting a man who makes 6 and 7 figures and more, who is going to add value to your world. If you align with that, if you are looking for that kind of man, the kind of man that is going to up-level your life, you're already doing life at the highest level, ma'am. You're already successful. You already got the house, the car, the things. You shouldn't have to compromise in the kind of man that you allow into your world. You should not allow a man that's going to bring you down. So if you are looking for the kind of man, like what happened with one of my clients, who will be dating you, and he's a giver. So he bought her a luxury car in 5 months and then proposed to her in 11 months. And now he just gives her the world. Like they took a trip in Italy at Lake Como and did a yacht trip. The girl sent me pictures of her eating caviar and drinking champagne in Como. It's beautiful. Love it. If you want that kind of elite love, say yes, ma'am. If that's the kind of love that you want, say yes, ma'am. If you are okay with the men who talk about 50-50 and ask you what do you bring to the table and who are just want to go with the flow, then just say no, ma'am. Okay, if you want those kind of men, just put no, ma'am. You don't want the elite men. You want the men who have potential. I love you back. Hey, I'm so excited. I've been following you for months and I'm loving her pocket coach. Yay. I love it. I love. Did you get the update? It just updated today on Apple Store. And we have the updated link for Android. So I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. Instagram. Are you guys awake? Because I'm not seeing any yes ma'ams. So that tells me that you are okay with the broke Build-A-Bears. Am I right? Facebook, how you doing? Y'all awake? Are you team broke? Are you team broke Build-A-Bears or are you team elite men? Like which one is it? What are we doing here, ladies? Because I want to make sure that we're very intentional. For all of you who are joining me, welcome. I'm Shay, your girl, your love diva. I am a Master Certified Love Strategist. I'm also a scientist. So I break down the science of how to trigger an elite man, a man who also, he's wealthy and he's a good guy. He's effed up, fun, faithful, and wants forever to love your soul. If that's the kind of man that you want, then you are in the right place because there's definitely a formula on how to be able to attract these kind of men. If you are brand new here, like if you've never seen me live before, if you are a virgin to my lives, then drop your name, where you're from, and a heart emoji. If you are absolute virgin to ever seeing me live, you've never seen me live before, but if you are returning, like you're already part of the Divahood, then go ahead and drop your name and a lipstick emoji to let me know that you are in the Divahood. But if you're brand new, let me love on you. Okay, so drop your name, where you're from, and a heart emoji. We aren't shy around here, but it does get crazy. Okay, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm also West Indian. I'm very honest. Okay, so if you have a problem with just the truth and honesty, straightforward, then ma'am, this is not the live for you. Okay, you're gonna be very bothered. Elaine from Indiana, welcome. Carly, there's a Carly on the live. Jessica from NYC, welcome. Hey, Angela, I see you. Let's see. Jamie from Williamstown, New Jersey, welcome. Instagram, where are you, baby? Crystal from NC. Crystal, you've been here before. Welcome back. Ada from Romania, welcome. We got Romania in the house. I love it. Let's see. Angela from Illinois, welcome. I'm glad you are here. Ladies, let's go ahead and get started. We got so much to talk about. In today's news, how many of you are sick and tired of this dating age and you are dreading the holidays, going into another holiday without having a decent, awesome, amazing man, your soulmate by your side? If you're not, okay, ma'am, that's okay. But if you're honest, if you're a truth teller, if you're willing to be truthful to yourself, how many of you are frustrated with dating, the whole dating atmosphere, and you're frustrated you're going into another holiday without your romantic best friend who you can just be by the tree with? You know, he's buying you nice gifts. You guys are having the life. You're wearing the matching PJs. How many of you are just like, I'm so freaking over this? Tell the truth. Say I. Erica, hey, baby. Tell the truth. Just say I. If that's you. You're going into another holiday. And you're just like, God, dog it. Not this again. Amelia said, I'm sick and tired, ma'am. I appreciate your honesty. I love it. I love it when women are just honest. Because, you know, you have ladies that's like, I don't care. I'm just happy by myself. I'm just so happy by myself. As I'm looking at you, as I'm here on a live about how to be able to instantly attract an elite man within 3 to 6 months. But I'm so happy. I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay for the rest of my life if I never meet anybody. I'm so glad none of you guys are like that and that you're willing to be honest with yourself. So just put it here so we can see exactly where are you. Okay? Like where exactly are you? In the process of getting divorced, but looking forward to meeting an elite man after 20 years with a narcissistic Build-A-Bear. I'm so looking forward to that for you too, baby. I really am. They make life so much easier. I'm going to tell you about it. They make life so much easier. So ladies, welcome. I'm Shay, your girl, your love diva. I am a Master Certified Love Strategist. I run a top-level love mastery agency. I've been helping women for over 2 decades to be able to rewire their love blueprint so that they can be able to align with and attract elite love with men who are wealthy and who are good men, who have character, values, and valor, and who will love your soul. That's what I'm a master at. So I wanted to clone myself, and I wanted to be able to create a tool for women who are already doing life at the highest level. Like you already have the car, the house, the job, the success. You have the things. You're a mover and a shaker. And I wanted to create a tool where she would be able to have me in her pockets privately. That's guiding her when it comes to attracting love. So I created Her Pocket Coach. So I am now officially a tech founder, and thanks to you all, kudos to you. Her Pocket Coach is now ranked in the top 25% apps in the App Store. I hear the claps. I hear all of that. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you. Okay. I really am excited for you because you are literally part of history in the making, and you are speaking. You are saying, like, we want more. We demand more. We're not willing to settle for any more Build-A-Bears. We're not willing to settle for any more men that's not willing to rise to our standard. And we are going to make sure that we do the work to rise to that standard so that we can be able to align energetically with the kind of man who's going to love our soul and take us in their private plane. Okay. Take us on a trip to Bora Bora. Okay. Just because it sounds like a great idea. All right. So I'm so really happy for you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm excited that I'm part of this journey. How many of you have been single for more than 6 months? It's been more than 6 months. I'm going to tell you. How many of you want to know, how do you meet elite men? Like, how do you meet them? How many of you want to know, how do you meet elite men? Say I. How do you meet the men that make 6 to 7 figures and more, and they're a good man? How do you want to know? How many of you want to know how to meet these kind of men? It takes more than loving yourself, but that's definitely part of the process, baby. I love the energy. It's been more than 19 years. Okay. She spelled it. She said raise hands. All right. So I'm going to tell you in a nutshell. I'm going to tell you real quick. I'm going to, throughout this whole entire life, in the next 30 minutes that we're going to be together, I'm going to tell you exactly, where do you meet them? How do you meet them? What do you need to do in order to trigger them to want you? Okay. To see you, to choose you. What do you do so that you're attracting a wealthy man who's actually a good guy? Because the goal is not to just attract a sugar daddy. Okay. That's not fun. Trust me. It's not. It's not all that it's cracked up to be, to just attract a man who has money. And I've had many clients who are extremely wealthy, and they're married to men who are wealthy, who don't pay attention to them, who don't see them, who don't respect them, who are narcissistic, and who don't treat them right. So you don't want the man who just has the money. How many of you want the man who has the money and he's a good guy? Say I. How many of you want the guy who has the money and he's faithful? Say I. How many of you want the wealthy man who's also honest? Say I. Say I. How many of you want the wealthy man and also he's the kind of man that is looking for his queen? He is looking for his wife. He actually wants love, and he's emotionally available to give love. Say I. How many of you want that? Okay. Now, I need you to understand that what they told you in the Disney movies was a lie. Okay? What they've been showing you in movies, that like Harry met Sally and then all of a sudden you just bang it, fall into each other, and then poof, the magic dragon, you're just in love and it's just gonna happen. Like, ladies, the odds of that happening are like 1 in like 7 million. Okay? It's like winning the lottery if you're just going to wing it. Just think about your patterns. Think about the kind of men that you have been attracting. How many of you have been attracting way more Build-A-Bears, way more men who are fixer-uppers, way more men who are emotionally unavailable, way more men who are narcissistic, than attracting the good men who are also wealthy? Say I. How many of you have been attracting the don't wanters way more than you've been attracting the wealthy men who are actually good men? If you're attracting a wealthy man who lies, that's not the win. That is not the win. It's funny how ladies be like, yeah, I attract a rich guy. The only thing is that he hits me. That's not the win. Oh yeah, I attract a wealthy man, but he doesn't want to commit to me. That's not the win, ladies. It's not. That's not what we want. That's not what we're going for. I attract the rich man and this is what we're working with. Okay? This is it. He's in the little baby club. And I have to compromise. I'm not satisfied. He looks good on the outside. His bank account is just going to have to work it out, because when I go to bed, I'm extremely dissatisfied. Just so you know, that's not the win. That's not what you want. And you don't have to compromise. If you just simply understand the formula, ladies, and I've perfected it, just so you don't know. For those of you who are brand new to me, how many people are brand new to me? You have never seen me live before. You've never heard me talk about the science of attraction and break down the 6 phases of a relationship and how to biochemically trigger a wealthy man to pursue, choose, want, adore, and be so into you that for literally the rest of his life, he will want nobody but you. Say I. How many have never seen me live and you've never seen me or heard me teach you how to do that? Say I. You attract both, but I can't keep the elite man. Okay, well, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. Okay, there's quite a few of you. All right. For those of you, you have sisters, you have co-workers, aunties, cousins that you know they're already doing life at the highest level. They're already very successful. They got it going on. You know these ladies, and they still are struggling. They have it all except love, and they're still struggling. Go ahead and invite them to this live. Okay? Go ahead and invite them to this live so they don't keep struggling, because I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to break down to you what it is that I discovered by accident when I did my dating experiment. I'm going to break down to you what it is that I know as an expert in this, who has been helping thousands of women. I've helped and worked with over 180,000 women worldwide to be able to up-level their love life. I have a track record now for helping women to be able to attract elite love. And I'm getting ready to tell you, based on my research, what is it that I discovered. It took me a while to be able to come here, because for the longest while, it was all about like, I just want to save the world, and I still want to save the world. But there's a group of women who are sitting there suffering in silence. They're sitting there crying. And you know who you are, okay? Trapped behind your self-judgment, from your need to be perfect, from your high criticism of yourself, and your need to be able to earn love in order to receive love, instead of just knowing that naturally you're deserving of it. Your brain has been wired that you need performative love. That means I need to do the things in order to show that I'm worthy of having the love. And these women don't have the resources. A lot of them, you see them on TV. A lot of them, you listen to their songs. A lot of them, they're public figures. Some of them are running companies. A lot of them own their own businesses or are in leadership positions in their jobs. However, they can't show their weakness, because all their friends, all their family think they are the strong one. They're there for everybody else, but nobody is there for them. And no matter what they have tried, because trust me, they tried, they've done coaching, they've done therapy, they've done the retreats, they've done the things, and they still find themselves single. How many of you, this is sounding familiar? Hello? You've done the things. You've done the things, and then still you are unable to attract a good guy with teeth, with all of his teeth, and who's matching you at the level that you're doing life. And you're frustrated, you're tired, and you're wondering when it's going to be my turn. When is it going to be my turn to have that man that's going to love me? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what is required. For those of you who don't know, I'm Shay, your love diva. I'm a Master Certified Love Strategist. I've been voted one of the top 5 love coaches in the entire world. And like I said, I run a top level love mastery agency. And how I was able to discover what it is that I'm getting ready to teach you today is because I found myself after graduating pre-med biology, getting accepted into medical school, graduating with honors. I found myself with the Build-A-Bear. And I was homeless with a child because I chose the wrong person. With all of that potential, I found myself homeless with a child, and I felt like I let my daughter down. And so I made my baby a promise, and I promised her that mommy was going to first break the pattern in the family of attracting dysfunctional, abusive relationships, because my mother, her mother, on my father's side, like his mother, it was like generations of abuse and trauma and dysfunctional relationships on both sides. That's what we knew. That was just normal. Plus, my father, he was a very, very much a West Indian man. There's a certain culture, there's a certain thought process that they are supposed to dominate their women and be players, just the thing to do. And so that permeated throughout my whole entire family with all of my uncles, all of my cousins. It was just the thing to do. So for me, even though I didn't want that, it was normal to be able to attract the kind of man that was going to abuse you, mistreat you, cheat on you, not treat you right. So here I am sleeping in my car with my child, and I ended up staying at a friend's house. And while I'm on her couch, I'm realizing that I failed my child. So I make her a promise, and I say, mommy's going to figure this thing out. I promise you that I'm going to break the pattern in the family of attracting toxic, dysfunctional relationships. And I promise you that you're going to see what healthy love looks like, so that you know how to be able to replicate it and what it looks like so you can have it. And then also, I'm going to get you a big backyard. And by the grace of God, thank God, I've been able to keep every single last promise to my daughter. And in the way that I was able to keep that promise is that I'm a scientist. You know, I graduated pre-med biology. I ended up working in pharmaceutical sales for quite some time. And I love studies. I love science. And I figured if I could do a dating experiment, then I can get the information that I needed in order to guarantee that I would be able to attract a man who was like a very elite man, who would also be a good man, who would love me and be a good example for my children. So I went on 100 dates in a little over 3 months. I interviewed over 4,000 men, women, and couples. I read hundreds of books on love, dating, and relationships, and the science of attraction, the anthropology of attraction. What is the psychology of men? How do you trigger a man to want to fall in love with you? And I started to notice certain patterns. I started noticing certain patterns in the way broke, Build-A-Bear type of men thought, and patterns in the way good, wealthy men thought. Now, a lot of women think that if you are to date an elite man, then that means that you need to expect to get cheated on. How many of you here? You think that if he's rich, then he's going to be a player. He's going to mistreat you. He's going to cheat on you. He's going to use you and discard you. Like, how many of you, honestly, you have those kind of hangups? Like, in your mind, you think that an elite man is going to hurt you more than a broke guy. Where are you? Because you leave the comments on my videos. Thank you, Carly, for your honesty. I appreciate it. Where are you, ladies? Where are you? Honestly. Let's tell the truth and stay on this live. Facebook, you guys are usually way more live than this. What's happening here? What's happening? Yeah. how many of you think that if you date down, okay, how many women think that if you date down, then the man's going to treat you better? Say I. One way or another, we're going to get to where y'all really are. How many of you think if you date down, then he's going to treat you better? How many of you have dated down? How many of you dated men who make less than you, men that weren't as motivated as you, men who weren't even as smart as you, men that like basically you were trying to build up? You did it in the past. How many of you? Tell the truth. How many of you are already successful and you feel like your success intimidates men? Let me take a pulse of where exactly we are here. I built him up, he became successful, and then discarded me. That I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. How many of you are successful and you believe, honestly, you believe that because you're successful, men are intimidated by you? Say I. They come to your house and they call you big money. They find out what you do and they say, oh, like they get that weird, they start acting weird. You said I way too many times. How many of you that happened? You date the kind of men that, and you're just like, what was I thinking? You're dating the what was I thinking type of men. Yeah. So there's this idea, there is this idea that if you date down, but what did you notice, ladies, about those men that you dated? The men that you dated that were not at your level, did they treat you better? Did you not get cheated on? Yes or no? Did you get cheated on by the broke guy? Yes or no? Did you get mistreated by the broke guy? Yes or no? She said worse. Were the broke guys emotionally unavailable? Yes or no? Yay or nay? Yes or no? Did the broke guys stress you out? Yes or no? They cheated regardless. Interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting, ladies. Yeah, and I had to pay for that stuff. Okay. Yes, I do. All right. So then if you believe that rich men are going to cheat on you, then just in case you didn't know, look at all these ladies and look at them. Look at them. Matter of fact, dating a broke guy when you are doing better than them, not only is he going to cheat on you, he's going to resent you. He's going to resent you because he knows that you can do better. He knows that you should do better. He knows that he's not at your level. He knows you settled for him, and he can't respect you for that. Matter of fact, it makes him feel less than a man that you have settled for him. And if you notice, those men will try to humble you. They will try to make you feel as broke down as they feel. They are mad at themselves and what they are unable to do. So they will then take it out on you. Period, point blank. First rule. I'm going to keep saying this until you get it. Stop dating broke guys. Period. I don't care how bad his story is. The wife took all his money. He got a divorce. This happened, that happened, this and third. I'm trying to get my music career going. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and whatever the heck. I had to file bankruptcy. Let him go get it together and come talk to you once he's gotten it together. You have to be intentional, ladies, with your time. And when I teach you exactly where you're going to find these men, what you need to do to be able to energetically align with these men, and what exactly are they looking for, then you don't have to waste money anymore. Why would you go swim in a pool that's full of pee-pee? It doesn't make any sense. There are two different pools. You can swim in the pool at the Four Seasons. It's so beautiful. There's a nice waterfall in it. It's temperature controlled. It's just beautiful and clean. Or you can go to the pool at the Holiday Inn, or I don't even know. Like what's the low class hotel nowadays? Okay? You can go to Motel 6 and you can go swim in that pool and you know it's not clean. You know it's full of pee-pee. Because at the end of the day, there's good men who are wealthy. Matter of fact, studies show that 86% of wealthy men are married. Successful men prefer to be married. They're also looking for a type of woman to be successful with. If you're younger than 30, I need you while you're listening to me to think of it from this standpoint, okay? You're younger than 30, you're already out of college, you're already doing well for yourself. Ma'am, it doesn't matter how much you love them. I'm just going to give you a sneak preview that's going to save you a whole lot of time. And a lot of these ladies, if you're 40 and over, okay, and if I'm telling the truth, then let them know. You are under 30. You're young. This man who came into your world, he knows that you're successful. You are a meal ticket to him. If he isn't doing whatever he needs to do to get his financial status up there to match and exceed yours, then that means he's riding on your coattail, and nothing you say, nothing you wish or hope for is going to make him get off his ass and do what he needs to do in order to be a provider to you. And it doesn't matter how much money you make, period, point blank. That's your money. He's the man. He's the provider. And the sooner you learn that, the faster you're going to build generational legacy wealth. The faster you're going to be in a happy marriage. The less likely you're going to waste your time with a man who's happy to waste your time. And trust me, he will waste your time. Be intentional. Because trust me, all the talking you're doing isn't going to make him want more. You know what makes a man want more? You want to know what makes a man go hard for you? Is that he loves you so much he wants to give you the world. And he's going to pull the moon down in order to do that. That's what it looks like. If he's not doing that, he doesn't want to do that. And he's not into you enough. He's not biochemically bonded to you enough to be motivated to do that. So how do you get to the point where you can attract the kind of men who are going to do that? Because if you're 30 and older, okay, you don't need to be dealing with a man that's like, okay, I'm still trying to figure it out and get it together. That's not what you need to be doing. Let him go figure it out. You focus on, be intentional about attracting the kind of man who's figured it out. He's going somewhere. He's building something. He wants to give you the keys to the castle, or he wants to build the keys to the castle with you. He is looking for a queen. Ladies, if you study, I think it's Alison Armstrong. If you study her work, she's brilliant. She talks about how men, they go through different phases in life, right? And so you have the page phase where they're just, little boys, they're broke, they just, they don't know what they want to do with their world. And then they go into the night phase. And when they're in the night phase, they're in the phase of adventure. They just want to have fun. They're just seeing the world. They're learning about themselves. They're not thinking about settling down. So if you end up getting with a night, then you'll be frustrated because you'll be waiting on the proposal. You'll be waiting on him to figure out where you fit in his world. And to him, you're just part of the fun. You're just part of the adventure. You're not the long term because he's not thinking like that. And then he goes from the knight into a prince. And so the prince is like, okay, it's time for me to start building. I need to build my castle. And there's two types of princes. You have the kind of prince who wants to find the woman and build the castle. Or you have the kind of prince that wants to build the castle first and then find the woman. Now we're talking about elite men. Okay, so keep that in mind. If he is not in his prince phase, if he's still in his night phase, and he's still in his night phase because you're having too many conversations about him looking at other women, where do you stand? When he talks about his future, there's no we, okay? He's not speaking any French at all with you. It's all about him and all about what it is that he wants to do. His head is all in the clouds. He doesn't have any intentions on making your life easier. That's when you're with a knight and you're with a man who doesn't see you long-term as wife. But when you're with a prince is intentional. A prince is like, these are my plans. Now, if you marry a man before he becomes a prince, let's say you get with him when he's a knight, that he's been playing, you had fun, y'all met in college or what have you, and then you had kids with him, and then now he hits the prince phase. When he's going through the prince phase, he's really focused. He's focused on building his career. He's focused on building his life. He's focused on building you the castle. Okay. He's working really hard, which means that he's not as accommodating. He's not as affectionate. He's not as present as he was before, because men are single focused. They're not like women. Women can multitask. We can do multiple things. We can be affectionate while also handling our business. We can do that. That's not how men work. And I will tell you later on how that affects you when it comes to dating and the 6 phases of falling in love for a man. So when he's in the prince phase, the woman goes through years of this man who was once fun and adventurous and into her, to where he is not giving her as much intentional time, intention, because he's focused on building his business. He's focused on making sure he's building his money. So then 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, then she's now getting frustrated because she feels like her needs wasn't met. And he's just now getting out of princehood. And when he goes through the princehood to a king, it's called a tunnel. And what usually triggers a man, oftentimes, what triggers a man to go through the tunnel is the death of a parent. Oftentimes it's the death of his father or a loss of a job or something. And he's going through the phase where he doesn't know, like, who am I? What do I want to stand for? What do I want my legacy to represent? So then he goes through that phase where he's like he can't make any decisions. He really drives his wife absolutely crazy when he's going through that phase. And this is usually the time when a lot of women file for divorce. This is the time when she leaves him. Now, ladies, I'm not talking about a narcissist. I'm not talking about a man that was abusive. I'm not talking about a man who was mistreating you. I'm talking about the women who are frustrated because their husbands aren't emotionally meeting their needs. So a lot of women, when they're going through the tunnel, they get tired of the man, they leave him. However, when he comes out of the tunnel, he's in his king phase. And when he's in his king phase, he's ready to give you the world. That means that he's like, I want to give you whatever it is that you want. We're taking the trips. We're doing the things. Like, I'm buying you the gifts. I want to add value to your world. He's matured and grown into a king. So then now what happens is women will divorce him. Then he will get married to the next woman and then treat her like the queen. So then the ex-wife is pissed because she's like, what happened? Like, I did all of this. I was patient. I had to sacrifice all of this stuff for you. You never would give that to me. And now this other woman gets to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And it's true, because he came out of that phase. And a lot of times divorce does trigger a man to come out of the tunnel phase in order to becoming a king. Okay. So when you understand, right? When you understand like what the phases that they go through and what their mindset, and ladies, you go through your own phases too, especially as a woman's moving into menopause, especially as she's moving to her 20s into her 30s, and from her 30s to her 40s. And when she's really starting to get to know herself, and when she's really starting to get comfortable in who it is that she is, she's going through her own transformation. Her hormones are changing. And then couple that with her having kids, and if she wanted to have kids and couldn't have kids, there's so many different dynamics that you're coupling and adding that to the table, right? So then when you're dating and you're showing up, and if you have not addressed what I call our love blocks, they are the thoughts, they are the behaviors, they are beliefs. If you haven't addressed those, then you're going to be a magnet to the man who has a bunch of issues, to the man who can't see you when you need to be seen, especially when you're going through your phases in life. When you have your stuff and you haven't addressed those love blocks, then you're going to leave that man when he's going through the tunnel, because you don't know how to deal with him. You don't know how to navigate in his mindset, in his world, while he's literally building the kingdom for you. Because in his mind, all he's thinking of is, I want to build the kingdom for her. And if you haven't dealt with your stuff, then you're going to walk away just too soon. Kind of like, you ever heard that story where the man that was had the machine and he was digging for gold, and then he stopped like 3 feet short of the gold and sold the material, and then somebody else ended up getting his prize. I can't remember. I think his last name starts with like a G or something like that. Then the next person that came along bought the equipment for cheap, ended up getting the prize, right? So for a lot of you, if you don't address your stuff, then either A, you're a magnet to the Build-A-Bears, you're a magnet to the broke men, you're a magnet to the men that aren't only broke financially, they're broke mentally and emotionally and physically. They're not fun to be around. And then you're pushing men away. You're literally energetically repelling men. You're telling them, many of you are doing this. You're telling them, don't look at me. Don't even consider me. Don't even come my way. I'm too scared. I don't trust men. Men equal pain. Being in love equals pain. So I don't want to do that. So you're energetically sending the message for them to stay away. And if you do enter into a relationship, then you're entering a relationship with your ex again, over and over again. Same man, different face, same story, over and over and over again. So even when you get married, your stuff will end up coming up and sabotaging you. So what I do is I help women to avoid that, because I want you to have long-term love. Again, put a nail in that, because that's the thought. When I'm teaching you the 6 phases of every relationship and how to attract elite love, then your mindset needs to be, how do I attract the kind of man who's wealthy? He makes 6 and 7 figures and more. He's a good man with values, valor, and character. And he's going to love my soul for life. I'm going to love him very much, but he's going to love me 3 times more for life. That needs to be your mindset. If you give yourself permission to have that kind of love, just put yes, ma'am in the chat, because then that's locking it in subconsciously. You're sending a message to the universe. You're sending the message to yourself that I deserve that. That's my intentions. That's what I'm going to attract. Okay? That's what you attract. Now, for those of you who don't know, my clients, they invest $20,000 an hour to work with me. My clients minimum paid to work directly with me. Like, I have coaches and other programs or whatever. They're much lower. They're like $75,000 and less. But to work with me, they pay me $300,000 a year in order to be able to work with me. I'm getting ready to give you this $20,000 an hour coaching. But first, I want you to give me permission, because I like to make sure that I'm in spiritual order and spiritual alignment before I do that. So if I have your permission, then just say yes, ma'am, in the chat, so I know we're in alignment. If I don't have your permission, just get off this live, because I'm not going to be out of spiritual order for nobody. Okay? Just put yes, ma'am, if I can coach you. Can I be your coach over the next hour as I'm teaching you how to be able to align with this elite love? Okay, so now, for those of you who have heard me do this and talk about this before, don't close your mind to be like, okay, I heard that, Shay, I heard it. Because there's things every time that some of you tell me, you message me, like, every time I listen to your live, I hear something different. It unlocks something different in me. Ma'am, stop just unlocking stuff and just go ahead and start your love success journey. Let's just start there. Let's just start getting you results instead of you just unlocking and listening and learning. That's just my little tidbit to those of you who've been watching me for more than 3 months. But let's talk about what are the 6 phases. Now, the first phase, whenever you meet anybody, whenever you meet a man, then you are either going to trigger, or you women is your thing, then you're triggering testosterone. Okay? If he's attracted to you, that means you've triggered his sex hormone. If you've triggered his sex hormone, then that means, ma'am, that it's not love at first sight, according to Dr. Helen Fisher. It's lust at first sight. That's what it is. That's what drives him to pursue you. And if he did not have that drive, ma'am, then that means that the whole human species would die out if he wasn't driven by you triggering his sex hormone. if you take it seriously that what he's saying means that you're the one and that's your long lost love and that's your soulmate, because I can't tell you for the love of everything holy, ma'am, if one more person, one of y'all messaged me and said you met a guy 2-3 weeks ago and you like him, I swear, okay, I already don't have edges. I'm going to pull out whatever little bit of edges that I have left. Baby, ma'am, put it in the chat. When y'all are falling in like, what are you liking? Put it in the chat. Can somebody tell me, like, when you're falling in like, what exactly, ma'am, are you liking? Huh? What is it? Is it his shoes? Is it because it smells good? Like, what is it that you're liking? Just put it in the chat. Like, I'm curious. What are you liking? Because you just met him. You don't know him from Sam's Alley Cat. So what is it that you like? What are you falling for? Is it the teeth? Does he have pretty teeth? Like, does he dress nice? Is he just attractive? Like, what, ma'am? What are you liking? You like the conversation? But he talks to his plants and his dog, ma'am. What's the calmness, the fantasy? You can go talk to a Buddhist monk, but what are you liking? The act that he's putting on? The way that he carries himself? His appearance, he's handsome? Okay, ma'am, but again, you like his looks, but you said you're falling for him based on his looks. This man, you don't know him. What are you falling in like for? Why are you giving your like away so easily? What is it? You're spending all your time just because you're falling for one of his 3 faces. Ladies, write this down. Every man has 3 faces. Every man has 3 faces. Every man has 3 faces. He has his public face, he has his private face, and he has a secret face. You don't like him. You like the idea of who you hope he to be. You don't like him, ma'am. But stop it. You don't like him. Okay? You don't. You don't like him. You have met his representative. You've met the mask is what you like. You like the idea of him. Because when you see the version of him that matches your trauma, because you are trauma bonding again, you are choosing the same man with a different face. You like the pattern is what you like. But you don't know him. And if you move too fast, especially during this phase, because he basically is wanting your sugar cup, ma'am. That's what he wants. He wants your num-num. Okay? The West Indians say noonie. Okay? He wants your yoni. Okay? Your kibbles and bits. Yum, 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 yum. That's what he wants, ma'am. That's what he wants. And you're falling for all of the effort that has been biologically wired in him to pursue your pudding, okay? Your juicy fruit. That's basically what you are responding to. You're responding to his excitement to pursue. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean he's a bad guy, okay? I don't care who he is. It's wired in him. Even Dr. Joanne Brizendine, she talks about the male brain. And she talks about like the male brain and what triggers their attraction and how men they naturally have like a hunter gene. Okay. It's like a hunter gene. So you triggered the hunter gene and now it's game on. So after the attraction phase, you've triggered that. However, in the attraction phase, what happens, unfortunately to you, is that certain biochemicals have been triggered in you. Norepinephrine is one of them. Dopamine is one of them. What does that mean? Norepinephrine lowers your common sense, basically. You start to form addictive bonding hormones to him. You're producing oxytocin. which is a woman's bonding hormone. It's what a mommy produces when she has a baby that makes her bond to her infant so that she wants to take care of a child that's crying and keeping her from sleeping and that's driving her crazy. And so that she evolutionarily will want to take care of this child, then she's producing that oxytocin. And you produce the same thing when you're having sex with a man in great quantities, but you're also producing that when you meet him. And the more you talk to him, the more you're producing that norepinephrine, that dopamine, and that oxytocin. You know what that means? You want to know what that means? That means literally your common sense is literally falling out your butt, is what it means. Okay? You can't see him. You can't see the real him. All you can see is the public face. That's all you can see. And women are biochemically wired to fall for a guy fast. And if you aren't aware of that when you're dating, then you're going to fall for somebody who had the mask on, who's a monster. You're going to fall for another fool. You're going to fall for somebody who's going to cause you to waste your time, who's going to cause you to lose money, who's going to cause you to lose your peace of mind, who's going to stress you the hell out, who's going to drive up your testosterone and drive down your estrogen. You know what that means? That means it's going to be harder for you to lose weight, ma'am. It increases weight gain, okay? Vaginal freaking dryness. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who's worth dry vaginal, okay? I don't know anybody. It increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, hypertension. Literally choosing Build-A-Bears, moving too fast, not knowing what you're doing in dating can literally kill you. Literally, and break your vajayjay. Hence why, and forever forth, why it's so important for you to get this right before you start swiping. Just get it right, okay? So, when you move from the attraction phase, then you go immediately into the courting phase. Now, this is the phase where women get tripped up, okay? You're wearing your beautiful heels on, you got your crown on, and you're just fine and sexy and you're cute. You're feeling yourself because this man is calling you, he's texting you, he's doing all the things in order to get it, ma'am. Put it in the chat. What is he trying to get? What? Facebook. What is that man trying to get from you? The cookie? She said the coochie. The cookie, the num-num, the juicy fruit, the peach cobbler, the kibbles and bits. I'm seeing, I think there's a cat, my energy and cookie, my creme de la my magic box, my pocketbook. Girl, he went back. My chocolate, chocolate thunder, my yoni, my attention, my woo-ha. Okay. My energy, my Kit Kat. I can't with y'all. My punani. Okay. My good girl. My Miss Thing, my butterfly. That's a new one. Okay. Okay. My junior. What? My Milky Way. What? My magic powers. My feminine energy. You know what? That's a good one. Because really, ladies, y'all are in a different day and age. Your galaxy. My Scooby Snacks. Y'all are in a different day and age. You got men out here who are literally energy vampires. They are harvesting energy. They look for women who are vulnerable, okay, due to multiple reasons. Your flower, love it. Your soul, pretty much. So they are energy vampires, and they're looking for women who are vulnerable due to your fears, due to your insecurities, due to your traumas, due to your belief systems, whatever it is. These men are masters at being able to identify what your stuff is. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care what size you are. I don't care who you are. They can figure it out. And I've seen women from all walks of life fall for these men over and over and over again. And so they will have you fall for them as fast as possible. What it feels like a whirlwind. It feels like The Notebook, okay? Loving Basketball. It feels like, oh my God, this is my one. We're destined. We're soulmates. And you move fast because the faster he can move you to become emotionally addicted to him, the more compromised you are, the more vulnerable you are. Then if he can get you in bed, he can seal the deal, okay? Because when he gets you in bed, he locks into your portal. And when he locks into your portal, to your energetic portal, it's like plugging into an energy source. And unless you know what to do in order to break that energy source, now that man has hooked into you and he can draw from your energy even when you're not together, even when you're not having sex. He's drawing from your energy. This is called a soul tie. And then some of you will go even further and you will create a soul contract with somebody. And a soul contract is different than a soul tie. Some of you are still married to your ex-husband. Some of you got married to a man that you didn't know. For instance, if you have sex with a man during your ovulation and into your period, even if it's just a little bit, you created a soul contract, is what you have. If you have sex during your ovulation, then you are more vulnerable to soul ties. Yes, ma'am. This is y'all be worried about STDs. You need to worry about the sexual transmitted demons that these men are transmitting. This is not a game, ladies. It's not a game. Yes, ma'am. Yes. And then let's not even talk about what he's drawing from you. Okay. Energetically, what he's drawing from you, spiritually, what he's drawing from you, he's drawing that energy and he's using it to manifest. He's using it to manifest. Yes, ma'am. He can create money. He can create success. He can create opportunities, all kinds of things. And you know when you have been hooked, because you can literally feel it. You feel like, I can't leave this person. I know I need to, but I can't leave this person. You can even feel them. You can even feel when they're having sex with somebody else. It's the craziest thing. So when you're creating a soul contract, that's why, ladies, you got to be careful. Okay. Some of y'all, you think some of y'all during that time of the month, it's close to that time of the month, you sitting there sleeping with these men, condom or no condom, it's energy. Okay. We are energy beings. And I know this might be, am I going too deep for y'all? Y'all want me to come back up to the water? Y'all want me to come back up into the waters? Am I going too deep? Because I have more to go. I have more to go. So you are a portal. You don't only produce life. I don't care if you have a utero or not, ma'am. Okay. I don't care if you have a moon cycle or not, ma'am. You are a vessel. You are a portal. And that man is producing life from you. And that's life in his business, life in his dreams, life in anything. Your portal gives birth. It gives life. So then if you are not careful, then you're allowing somebody to plug in and download your lifeline and then upload his code into your software, into your program, into your database. He's uploading. And there's been studies to show that this is the physical, this is the science. So there's a spiritual part, this is where he's downloading, but then the biological part, he's uploading. So when he ejaculates, and not all condoms are 100%. Sometimes condoms break. Sometimes it seeps through the. I remember we had a professor in college, and he was talking about this, like about condoms and how, like, he showed us a demonstration and how with the friction and stuff and how the fluid's moving up above the condom and that's making contact. Anyway, it's being uploaded into your body, then it's going to your brain, and it's changing your brain. It's changing your immune system. Some of you are developing autoimmune disease just based on the men that you have been sleeping with. Some of you, you're even losing taste for your favorite food. There's all kinds of things. There's all kinds of studies on how it's impacting you. And women impact men too, by the way. Women impact men too. So then you end up getting with this man, and all of a sudden he's changed. He's delivered. However, he was a hoe his whole entire life. He sleep with so many different women. Well, the more women that he sleeps, the more he's decreased his lifespan. Studies show that men who sleep around, then it decreases their life by 7 years. They're more likely to develop cancers. He is more likely to inhibit his receptor sites for bonding for vasopressin. So he's less likely to bond with a woman long term. He's less likely to really love you and be all into you. And he's also, it decreases his polarity. It decreases his masculine energy. A man who sleeps around too much. Yes, ma'am. But a lot of times, all women want that kind of man, the players. But for a man to be a real man, it's not the man that has all the women. It's the man that's man enough to be able to self-regulate, to be able to control himself. He's not being controlled by his sex instincts. That's not a man. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So when he's going through the courting phase, his goal is to get it. Even subconsciously, biologically, that's what his goal is. Now your goal, because you've been in her pocket coach. You're in a love success journey. You have done the work. You have rewired your whole love blueprint so that it aligns with healthy love. And you know when you've done that because you can feel it. You can feel how different you are. You start to notice the kind of men that are coming in your world. Better quality men are coming to you. Men who are more successful effortlessly are coming to you and just want to give to you. They're just, without you even having to ask or give up the nuna. Okay? They're just giving to you. You radiate this kind of presence that make them step all over themselves trying to get to you. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't. Listen to me, y'all. Some of y'all are so hard on yourself. You've been lying to yourself. You're like, I'm too big. I'm too this. I'm too successful. I'm too that. And none of that is what's keeping you from being able to attract love. I've done this so many daggone times. I can do this in my sleep, period. I've helped so many daggone women. It's not even funny. And I'm telling you right now, these women are attracting wealthy men who are good guys, who really love them, who are going all out for them, no matter what their size, their age, or wherever they're at in life. They're doing that, and it's because they're rewriting their love blueprint. So they're sending a different frequency. So when she's walking in the courting phase, she is moving differently. So what that does is it triggers him to pursue more. He goes into hunter mode. It triggers him to figure out what is it going to take in order to earn her. And for an elite man, they think differently. They are used to that. They are used to the hunt. They are used to figuring out what asset is going to work and what's not, and studying it and capitalizing off of it. They know that there's going to be some things that doesn't work for him. He plays the stock market. He understands there's some assets, okay, that's just not going to turn. It's not going to reap a return for him. But then when he does hit the good one, then that is going to make up for everything that he's lost. So he's thinking of everything in assets and liability. And trust me, he thinks of you the same way. He's also putting you in 3 categories. He's putting you in the right now, in between, forever girl category. So how you're showing up based on your love archetype, whether if you're a ruby, you're a diamond, you're a citrine, you're amethyst, whether you're an onyx, all of that determines how this man is bonding to you, how he is choosing you. And that woman that's triggering that, what happens to him biochemically, again, this isn't something that he thinks about, ladies. This isn't something like, okay, let's just fantasize and assume what we think is going to be required in order to trigger a man to want us. This is biochemical. There's not a guessing game. That's the reason why it works no matter who you are, no matter your size, your age, your race, whatever, it doesn't matter. So you trigger his testosterone to start decreasing. What does that mean? That means that he is less likely to want other women but you. When he is trying to pursue you and he's trying to figure out, how do I earn her? He's falling for you. Because that kind of woman, I call her the boss diva, okay? Divine, intelligent, vivacious, and alluring. And she's a boss. She's doing life at the highest level. She got it all except love. But this woman now moves differently because she already understands the game. And when she's moving that way, then he's constantly trying to figure her out. She's playing the long game. She's not giving up all of her time. She's not giving up all of her intentions. She's not giving up it. Okay? She understands her portal is a valued prize. And you got to earn that. You aren't getting that for free. Not with all this value going on. So as she's playing that long game, it's giving him time to produce the bonding hormone vasopressin and the vasopressin receptors. The vasopressin receptors is what catches that vasopressin. Okay? That's what catches. Now, everybody keeps talking about vasopressin, but I want you to put in the chat, so this locks in for you, is I want the receptors. Just put, I want the receptors. Put that in the chat. Okay, remember you gave me permission to coach you. So I'm giving you this $20,000 an hour coaching. Put it in the chat. I want the receptors. Thank you, Marcella. If he's into you, heck yeah, he would travel to see you regularly. But I don't like long distance relationships. That's a whole nother thing. Okay? Put in the chat. I want the receptors. I want the receptors. I can already see my coachable divas. Now, I'm going to be doing, I have a course called High Value Woman Mastery. And in High Value Woman Mastery, then I'm like helping you with your feminine energy, clearing love blocks, and being able to align with elite love. And next week, I'm doing something special for those of you who enroll in the High Value Woman Mastery. I'm going to be doing 2 private breakthrough classes so that we can help you break through what's blocking you from love. And it's by me personally. So that $20,000 an hour, like significant reduce, and you're going to get the High Value Woman Mastery that will come with it. And you're going to get app access, and you're going to get access to the AI, and you're going to get access to me doing a one-on-one coaching session for only the women who like is on this live, right? So I'm going to be doing that. And so when you're in the High Value Woman Mastery and you are embodying this energy, right? So you're going to see that this is going to start changing in like 3 weeks because I want to do it in time for the holidays so that you can attract love. So for those of you who are going to do it, then this is what I want you to do, right? When you are dating and then when he's like pursuing you, you are going to be addictive. You're going to be moving differently. You're going to drive that man insane. He wants to stop thinking about you, but he also loves thinking about you. Why? Because you have dropped that serotonin. You've learned how to embody that. You've learned how to become the ethical seductress because you've been doing the High Value Woman Mastery. And when you do that, it triggers him to stay curious about you because this is the secret on how I got over 7 proposals. Well, I got 7 proposals, not over 7 proposals because that would be 7.3. But I got 7 proposals and I've been married to my best friend for 11 years. And what I found out is that there was a way to trigger these men to just want to give you the world and to want to make you happy. And they're going to try to figure it out. And there's a certain way you move. And I kept experimenting with like different ways and different things I would say and different ways I would show up and how much time I would give them, how much time I didn't give them. So then you're triggering that. And so what happens is that he can't stop thinking about you. And so he's going to try to make you happy. What is he going to do? He's going to like buy you gifts. He's going to want to take you out to dinner. He's going to keep trying to like impress you, right? And as you are showing appreciation, not like fake appreciation, not like demanding things or what have you, like you're showing, it's like a certain kind of energy. Again, like men are addicted to your feminine energy. And you've been triggering CAP, okay? Remember CAP, C-A-P, CAP, curiosity, anticipation, and polarity. So when you're doing that, then that makes that man produce dopamine. Dopamine is extremely addictive, okay? You are literally becoming his personal brand of crack. Literally. He's becoming hooked on you. And so now he just wants to make you happy. He wants to be with you. And as that continues to happen, his vasopressin receptors are producing more, okay? As you're triggering CAP, you're producing more. And what really drives that CAP, that curiosity, anticipation, and that polarity is your feminine energy that is anchored. Now, what do I mean by that? Many of you don't have a problem attracting men. Where are my ladies who, you know, you're already doing life at the highest level, like you got it going on. Men are attracted to you. You don't have a problem with attracting men. You do have a problem with them staying though. Where are you at? Hello? Hello? Yay or nay? Yes or no? You don't have a problem attracting men. Some of you are like, nope, I do have a problem attracting men. I'm talking to the ladies that have a problem. You don't have a problem attracting men. That's because your feminine expression is high. Your feminine anchor is low. What does that mean? That means that your feminine energy hasn't been able to sit. It's not anchored. Why? Because there's love blocks, and feminine energy needs safety in order to sit. So that means when you start getting vulnerable, when you start to feel like there's going to be an emotional connection and there's a risk of you getting hurt, then you go into protective mode and you go into your masculine energy. And when you go into your masculine energy, if he's a masculine man, then this is what is going to happen. This is what's happening. Somebody tell me what's happening. If he's a masculine man, then this is what's happening. Somebody tell me what's happening. Right. You are repelling. You are repelling him away. You are repelling. If he's a masculine man. If he's a feminized man, okay? Now, feminine energy is good in women. The balance is everything in the universe. Has a frequency and vibration. For women, it's 70% feminine energy, 30% masculine energy, okay? 70% estrogen, 30% testosterone. Whatever it is, however you want to break down. For men, it's the opposite. 70% in his masculine energy, 30% in his feminine energy. Everybody has it, but that's the balance in order for them to be in alignment. So if you're high in your masculine energy, ladies, and you know when you're high in your masculine energy. You know when you're high in your masculine energy. Tell me some of the signs that you've noticed that you do knowing that you're high in your masculine energy. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What do you do? Hey, baby, welcome. You get irritated. Fight to solve all problems. Yep. You ignore attention. Yep. You emasculate men accidentally. Yes, ma'am. Do it by yourself. Yes. Bossy. Yes. Combative. Yes. Combative. I mean, angry. Yes. DIY attitude. Yes. Yes. You pay the bills. Yes. You will go on a date and offer the tip. No, man. Don't do that. You're not receptive. Yes. You're planning everything. Yes. I try to prove myself to by paying for things. Yep. Argumentative. Yes, ma'am. Do everything yourself. Yes. Facebook. Where you at? You initiate the dates. Ooh. Yes, that's definitely masculine. Guarded. Yes. Paying for dates. Yes. Steer clear of men altogether. Yes. Emotionally unavailable. Yes. Meet his needs before your own. Yes, ma'am. Talk too much. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love the self-awareness. I rarely see people say that, but you are right. Talking too much is a sign of giving away your power. Oh, you learned it from me? Okay. Awesome. Scared of asking for support or help from others. Let's see. Thinking of apologizing to him or buying him a gift. Yep. Overperforming. Yes, ma'am. I feel like I'm jumped in. Ma'am, just catch up, baby. Catch up. Prove my worth. Yep. Teach them how to be a manly man. Okay. Over-explain my feelings. Yes. Become disgusted with men. Yes. Putting in the effort. Yes. Call or text more to him. Ooh. Don't do that. Yes. 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 That's what happens. So you're in your masculine energy, okay? You want to fix and do and solve everything. You have a hard time receiving. And so then the men that stay, they're the men that are in their highly feminized energy. So you want to know, what are the characteristics? What are the characteristics of a man who's high in his feminized? And I say feminized because it's dysfunctional. It's out of balance. What are the signs of the men in their feminized energy? Put it in the chat. Calling him before he calls me. Yep, that part. That part. What is it? Takers. Yes. Requires you to fix it. Yes. Lets you pay for everything. Oh, God. Nurturing. He's not nurturing. He uses you. That part. He's sassy. Yes, them sassy men. Okay. I want to be pretty too. Yes. He complains. Yes. Emotionally unavailable. Yes. They rely on their monies. Yes. Asking a lady for money. Yes. Going 50-50. Yes. He wants to receive. He likes to argue with women. Yes. He blames you for his bull stuff. Yes. Won't stop calling. Yeah. Calls you big money. God, dog. That he should be embarrassed with himself. Competes with his woman. Yes. Accusatory. He wants to humble you. Yes. He they don't organize anything. Gaslighting. He doesn't reciprocate. He wants you to do the chasing. He waits for you to start the conversation. He wants to be chased. He makes you wait when you plan a date, sabotaging or canceling last minute, tries to make you compete with other women, try to act sexy in bed. Ooh. He blames you. He's DL, diminishes your dreams and your goals. That part. Attitude and sassy. Think he's the prize. Lack of leadership. Yes, ma'am. He's sensitive. Insecure. What about this? The phone works both ways. The man that's not calling because they're waiting for you to call. He's not taking the initiative. He's not planning the dates. You're wondering, like, when is he going to ask you out on a date? He's not planning a date. Anybody know that? Insecure of a big one. He has new goals all the time, but never completes them. Narcissistic tendency. Gaslighting. And then you need to murder, always asking if you will be a submissive wife. That part. Okay. So then you see it. And you want to know the sign that you're with that man? He drains you. You literally feel drained being with him. He freaking stresses you out. You got to think of everything. You got to do everything. You got to just, oh my God. Then you argue with him and then that's stressful. And then you're like, everything feels like it's all on you. Okay? That's what you're a magnet to. When you're high in your masculine energy, when your feminine energy isn't anchored, this is what's happening. Keeps telling you it's easier on your own. He wastes your time. Exactly. Okay? He's an energy vampire. That part. That's what you're a magnet to. Ladies, what are you magnetizing? Are you magnetizing the masculine man? Okay? Are you magnetizing the masculine man or the man who's in his feminized energy? Which one? That's important for you to know because there's going to be two different kind of experiences. Elite men who are wealthy and They have character, values, and valor. They're men who are in their masculine energy. They love giving. They love being providers. They're protectors. They are the ones that want to get married. Like I told you, these men, studies show that they 86% more likely, okay? 86% more likely to get married. So these men are married men. The ones who are in their high feminine energy, the guys that are broke but want to act like they have something, they're the ones talking about they don't want to get married. So if you're dating a man that's like, yeah, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married again. Baby, he's already showing you what kind of man that he is. So, okay, you enrolled in the High Value Woman Mastery class, and you started embodying this kind of energy, this energy that aligns with the elite love, and you've been breaking down the love blocks, and you've been embodying that feminine energy, and you have significantly increased polarity to these type of elite men. And so now this man, he goes through a period of time where he has suppressed his testosterone because he's fallen for you so much that he starts to pull back. For the woman who has a life, okay, which you will, because you done did the work. You have a life. You're satisfied in yourself. You don't care. It doesn't matter. You've been dating this man for 2 to 3 months. You've been taking your time. He's not getting you of your nookie candy, okay? He ain't getting that because he haven't earned it. And then this man, he starts decreasing. Like he's not calling as much. He's not texting as much. However, because you're a single woman and you believe in valuing your time, you're not just giving one man your time. You're evaluating for the best option for you. So you're dating at least 3 men at a time. May the best one win. So when he decides to go through his pull away phase, which is biochemical, ladies, that means his testosterone has dropped. He needs to pull back so he can give his testosterone time to rebound. He also needs to give him time in order to miss you, to be able to make the decision if he's going to make the plunge with you or not. Because Dr. Luann Brizendine, she breaks it down about how when a man falls in love, like it's biochemically a big deal for him to fall in love. Even when he has a child, it's like a big deal. Like literally the hormones that drive him to want sex, that shuts down. Like there's so many different things that happens in a man. His testosterone drops permanently. That means it affects his eyesight. His eyesight isn't as sharp as it was before. He's more likely to gain weight because of testosterone. That's why when you see married men and you see them with the stomach, that's why. That's when you know you got a married man. You got a man that's taken on your hands. Okay? So he is pulling away, but you don't, but you did something with yourself. You got a life. Okay? And so with having this life, what it does is it leaves space for him to feel the rubber band. What Dr. John Gray calls is the rubber band effect. He feels that pull because you're not cyber stalking him. You're not getting mad. You're not getting an attitude. You're not wondering where he's at. You're not wondering why he didn't call you. And again, you can't fake this. You can't make yourself feel this. You embody this. You rewire your love blueprint so that you naturally move this way. You're at the boss diva level. So then what happens is that he's like, wait a minute, I'm feeling her absence. Why isn't she trying to get back with me or call me or pursue me like all the other women did? Like, I think you know what? I'm starting to think about all the times that we've been laughing together. I'm thinking about all the fun that we had together. I'm thinking, oh my God, she's actually a good woman. Like, she's really smart. You know what? I could build my empire with her. Oh my God. I could have lost the prize. Literally. This goes in multiple different ways with a man. But then he's like thinking about you and you want him to go through that. Then now, after going through the pull away, he calls you or texts you. And because you went through my High Value Woman Mastery, you know exactly how to respond in a way that triggers this man to want more than just play with your daggone time. You know exactly what to say, how to respond, you know how to be able to embody in your power. Because at the end of the day, you really don't care. You care about him, but you don't care if it doesn't work with him because your mindset has shifted. So he wants you more. He wants you more. And if he's playing, he will go out your face and stop wasting your time and taking up that space. Win-win either way. So then he realizes, because what happened when he's producing those vasopressin, you let the vasopressin receptors cook long enough. You've let them produce like a lot of the vasopressin receptors. So he's caught a lot of the vasopressin. That means that he's bonded to you biochemically. And something happens in science called mate guarding. That means that he wants to guard and protect what is his. He doesn't want to lose it to the competition. He knows you're a good woman. And he's like, oh my God, she's just out there as a free agent. I need to be with her. Ladies, if you're with a man and you're dating longer than 3 months, you're not dating anymore. He's wasting your time is what it is. He hasn't biochemically bonded to you, period, point blank. He just has not, okay? Because if he has, he's going to want to protect what is his. He shall find a prize, okay? And when he finds that prize, you're a wife now. It didn't say that you become a wife when a man chooses you. Ladies, we need to stop giving men that much power. What are we doing? Okay? He shall find a wife. When he finds a wife, he's found a prize. That means that you are already the prize. He's the one that struck gold. He's the one that discovered you, who is already the wife. You don't become a wife. You embody the wife. When you forget who you are, you disconnect from being the wife, and you're sending different conflicting energies, which is why your husband hasn't been able to claim you yet, because you're saying that I'm not ready to embody the wife that I already am. So you already was it. He doesn't give you that. You actually give him. You're the one saying yes. When a sperm meets the egg determines which sperm gets to enter in. You determine who you can say yes to or not. He's not doing you a favor proposing to you. He's not doing you a favor by wanting to be in a committed relationship with you. He's not doing you a favor by choosing you. I need you to understand what exactly you are bringing to the table, the value you are, the prize that you are, the queen that you are, the benefits that you bring. Because if you can wake up to the truth of who you are, you will stop settling for these men who shouldn't even be smelling your gas air, let alone be considered as a long-term partner with you. This man can't even sustain your quality of life that you've already worked hard for. He can't even go to the same, y'all aren't even in the same tax bracket. But here you are, building the bear, buying the clothes, doing all the things in order to make him rise to your level versus making it the standard, the same standard that you had when it came to everything else that you accomplished, when it came to the neighborhood that you live in and all the things that you worked hard to have. Now, ma'am, stop that. Because when you align yourself, you rewire your love blueprints, and then you now align yourself with elite love, then it's only a matter of time and strategy. You're going to show up in the places. So when you want to know, where do you find these elite men? Okay. Remember, ladies, y'all still want to know where you find these elite men? Hello? How many of you want to know? Where do you find these elite men? Where do you find them? Where do you find them? This is going to be, y'all going to think I'm playing with you. But when I got this, when I was going through my journey and I got this, it completely changed everything. You will attract the elite men when you become the match to them. When you embody the vibrational frequency that aligns with the elite men, then you will attract them. You'll attract them in the grocery store. You'll attract them in the coffee shop. You're going to attract them in different kind of places. Do I have a list? Absolutely. Like I know the clubs, I know the different times of the year that they go to certain places around the world, and I can tell you exactly what to do. And you get that when you join the high value woman mastery class with me. You're going to be getting all of these tools. I'm going to be sharing all the things. So you know, there's even a certain way that you dress that says that I am that girl. I am that woman that is in this world. Because he doesn't care how much you make, but he does care how good you're going to make him look. No matter how much he cares about you, you're going to make him look bad. It's just, this is after interviewing many very extremely wealthy and successful men. Okay. So I'm going to give you all that. But the most important thing that you need to understand is who are you? Who are you? Who's the you that's showing up? Because when you rewire your love blueprint and you become a magnet to this kind of love, it's not hard. It's not hard. When I discovered this, men were giving me whatever I want. A man bought me a house, a car. I was getting shopping sprees all the time. It was like an inside joke with my friends. I was getting trips around the world, tickets. I got tickets to Super Bowl, to the Masters, to the Open, you name it, I was getting it. They wasn't even thinking about it, because the thing about wealthy men who are providers, like they like to give. Yeah. That's another great thing too about dating elite men is they are givers. They are much more fun to date. They are much easier to be with. They're not on such a, they're not so touchy, right? Because when y'all are dating all these broke guys, they're stressed out. Okay. The broke men are high in cortisol. They're stressed. They don't have any money in the account. They know that women ain't really checking for them, except you. Okay. Until you have been with me and let me teach you. And so he's all stressed and he's high in cortisol. And so you know what that means? Him being high in cortisol interrupts him from being able to fall in love. Him being high in cortisol interrupts him from being able to connect with you, to bond with you, to love you right, to show up for you. It prevents him from being able to do that. It prevents him from being able to be a provider when he is stressed out. That's not what does it. Falling in love with you does increase cortisol, which is why he has to pull back so he can think, so he can have the cortisol drop, the testosterone go back up. Okay? Let him do it. Let him do it. But when you understand this and you realize how you need to move, then it's not a guessing game anymore. You go to shooting ranges. Okay. They're like naming different things. Maria said, go to the golf club. Tell me, you can go. Name all the places that you think you can go to meet wealthy men. Just put it in the chat. I'll tell you. Put it in the chat. What are the places you think that you need to go in order to meet and attract wealthy men? Put in chat. Country club, charity events. You said shooting ring, golf club, divorce court. What? Fancy restaurants, high-end gym, marina. Okay. Where the boats are. Mm-hmm. I'd rather magnetize. You sound smart. Which love success journey are you in, baby? Whole Foods, luxury hotel lobbies. Help, I don't even know. 5-star hotels. Health food stores like Sprouts. I have no idea. Please tell me. The bar next to high-end business offices. So you really want a man that just be at the bar drinking? You said you're in Diva University day one. I'm excited. Congratulations, baby. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Just be consistent. The Sky Lounge, Cigar Lounge, Players Museum. You are who you attract. You're right. I'm not to find them there to find me. Okay. You catch on quickly. Coffee shops, library events, wealthy networking gathering, where your hobbies are. Library events you associate. So, okay. Y'all are at, okay. Wow. Y'all have the old list. Y'all have the old list. Your list is outdated. Just in case. And I'm realizing that, you know, a lot of you really don't know. Yeah. She said the hospital. Wow. So y'all are asking the wrong question. Do you want to know the right question to ask? Y'all are I want you to think critically. I want to teach you how to think so that you can catch your own fish. Okay? And for the women, the 40 women that I'm going to have in the High Value Woman mastery class with me next week, like, you're going to embody this. Okay? In 3 weeks, you're going to notice that these elite men are going to be just coming up to you out of nowhere. You're going to notice like how you're starting to have this shift. But this is the thing that you're not, that I want you to think long term, and I want you to think bigger than the way that you're thinking. Okay? It's not where, it's what. It's what. What do these men do? What do they do? What? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What do they do? So one of my clients, like, she's extremely successful. She runs a top level construction company. And when she came to me, like, she was in her 50s. I want to say she was like 52 or something like that. And she's never been in love before. She never met her soulmate. She's never been in love. She's never been able to attract a good guy. And she wanted my help in order to do that. So she got into my elite Boss Diva program, and her whole entire life changed. Like, she was, one of you guys said that part of being in your masculine energy means talking too much. She was very much that. She would give her energy away. She would talk a lot. She was pursuing men, just doing the absolute most. And men would use her. They would take advantage of her. So she wanted to change that. And when she rewrote her love blueprint, she had very high-end quality men. And so the man that ended up finding her, like, he's extremely wealthy, like even more successful than she is. And the thing that he said about her is that he loved the fact that she did coaching. That was a big deal to him. He said, I love the fact that you invested in yourself, that you poured into yourself, and you did the work on you, because then now I don't have to deal with somebody which I don't like dealing with women who have all these issues and all these blocks. And now I have to convince you that I'm safe, that I'm a good guy, and that I just want to love you, and that I just want to treat you right. Like, you did the work with yourself. So now we have a lot to talk about. I've also been doing coaching. I've also been working on myself. Like, they're doing self-development. They're doing self-development. They're doing things like having a coach, or they're doing a retreat. Like, he was big into doing Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I absolutely love. After she graduated from Elite Boss Diva, she ended up doing Dr. Joe Dispenza. They went there together. Like, they're doing the things. Okay? They're in the Tony Robbins room, AKA I call him Uncle Tony. Okay? They're going to Uncle Tony. But the baseline of what they're doing is they're working on them. So energetically, they're aligning with these kind of women. So that's the reason why one of my clients who married an amazing man, her man wrote me a testimonial. You can go to Google and see the testimonial. And he was like, You know, like when my wife tells me like who she was before, I would have never looked at her. I would have never even thought about being with her, because the woman that she is now, she's absolutely amazing. And like, thank you for the work that you do, because I feel like I have a gift because of the services that you provide. And this is the type of woman that men like me want. Like, we want this kind of woman. You can read it for yourself. I don't remember it word for word, but men want the kind of woman that's going to pour into herself. And those kind of men, they are also working on themselves. They're also pouring into themselves, because you don't want to just go to the cigar lounge so that you end up with a freaking rich smoker who is just taking a reprieve from his wife, and then he's a nacho man, and then now you're hanging out at bars with the men who are just rich alcoholics. Like, remember, the goal isn't just to get a rich guy. That's why I'm like, your list is outdated. The goal is to attract a man who is elite. He's wealthy. He makes 6 and 7 figures and more, multiple 6 figures and more. And he has values, valor, and character. Values, valor, character. Put it in the chat so you know. Okay? Values, valor, character. Go ahead, ma'ams. Put it in the chat. He has to have those 3 things. He has to have the values. He has to have the character. He needs to be an honest person. He needs to be a good guy. He needs to have good intentions. He needs to be a gentleman. Valor means he's a gentleman. He needs to be a gentleman. Okay? He needs to be the kind of guy that wants to give you the soft life. He wants to treat you like the queen that you are. He's opening your door. For God's sakes. Okay? He's lifting heavy things. He's taking out the trash. I don't know. Like, he has the gentlemanness to him. Values, valor, character. And so if you're going to these places, like you're going to the yacht club, you're going to the country club, you're going to all these different clubs, but you're not clear on what it is that you want, then you're going to luck up and get you a rich man. Like, you're in the environment, but he's just going to be a rich one you want to throw back. He's going to be the kind that's why you're getting caught up in all these trends. Like, all this daggone sprinkle of cupcake and the black cat and the yellow dog and all this other stuff. But you're not looking at long-term. What is going to make you happy? What's going to make you happy, ladies? Put it in the chat. What do you think long-term needs to be present in the man that you choose to be your soulmate, the man you choose to spend your life with? What do you think you need long-term? Put it in the chat. What are the things that he needs to have? Security, stability with finances. Oh, God. Man of shivering respect. Protector. So protector. You know, I can tell your love archetypes. I can tell your love archetype by your answer. I can tell you, out of the 5 archetypes, okay, the ruby, that's the make it happen type A alpha woman who's like, running things. Then you got the citrine, who has experienced abusive relationships. Then you got the onyx, who's the empathic woman, and she oftentimes lacks boundaries and gives people the benefit of the doubt. Then you have the diamond, who doesn't really see her value, and men take advantage of that and make her feel even less valued. So she's trying to prove herself and earn love. And then you have the amethyst, and the amethyst, her wound is so deep because she's experienced being violated. She's experienced being inappropriately touched at some point in her life. And so that leaves her with attracting men who just are at the bottom of the barrel. They just mistreat her. They devalue her. They violate her in different ways, mentally and emotionally, sometimes physically. And so then that shows up, like she keeps attracting that kind of man. So when I'm asking you, What is it that you want? The real you isn't able to answer me. You don't know. For many of you, you simply don't even know the answer to tell me. How many of you understand what it is that I'm saying so far? And if I need to go deeper, say deeper. How many of you know what your love archetype is? How many of you know you went to lovesuccess.com and you've taken the archetype quiz? How many of you know what your love archetype is? That's important, ladies. You need to know what your love archetype is before you're dating. You out here dating naked, okay? You dating blind is what you're dating. You don't even know what your love blocks are, and you don't know what you're a magnet to, and then you're surprised about the men that show up. All you have to do is, for now, is free. I'm going to eventually charge. But all you have to do is go to lovesuccess.com and take the love archetype, the love success assessment. And the love success assessment is going to tell you what your love archetype is. It's going to tell you what is your love block level. It's going to tell you your feminine energy level. Even in the app does the same thing, but the app is more comprehensive. It's going to tell you what is the likelihood that your next relationship is going to be successful. Can you be more than one? You have a primary archetype and then you have a secondary archetype. So everybody does. So you might be an amethyst, ruby, for instance, which is the most popular one. Okay. 50% of rubies are also amethysts. And statistics show that 50% of successful women who run their own companies, women who earn high incomes, women who are in leadership positions in their company, 50% have been violated at some point in their life. And they're amethysts. And part of that pain, they turn into power. That's what drives them, but it's also what's hurting them and keeping them from being able to attract love. So yes, you can be and are more than one. You can be like a diamond onyx. Okay. You have the insecurities and you also are an empath. The onyx is the empathic woman. It's lovesuccess.com. Go take it real quick, then come back and put your love archetype. If you haven't taken it, if you know your love archetype, just drop it in the chat. Just drop it in the chat. If you know your love archetype, drop it in the chat. Ruby, amethyst, citrine. Let me see what's the most of that we have here. Lisa, you said you're ruby amethyst. Okay. Most women have been violated. And sadly, too many have. And it severely impacts them when it comes to attracting relationship. It is, after doing this for as long as I've been doing it, I've noticed that if a woman is an amethyst, then 99% of the time, she's going to attract a relationship that's not going to work, a relationship that's going to disempower her or be dysfunctional, unless she has intentionally been able to properly heal it. And the amethysts that come to me that are in the love success journey, they have been in therapy. So I like to work with women who you're already financially stable, you already have it together, you have been in therapy, or you've done the things, you've been trying, you've been journaling, you've done shadow work, you've done Reiki, you've tried ayahuasca, you've tried the things to fix it, and nothing has worked. So then you come to me because you already know we're the best in the world at what we do, at helping women to clear their love blocks and attract elite love. You can look at my Google review, 100% 5-star review. You can look at that and you can see it. So they come to me because they know. That's the reason why we have so many women that want our help, because we've been able to match and say, oh, thank you, love bug. Give me
You're
kisses.
Mhm. You care what's hot.
Okay. All right, so I'm
It's hot.
gonna. It's hot, love bug.
It's hot.
Okay. Now wait. All right. So it's important. It's important for you to know what your love archetype is. Thanks. It's important for you to know what it is that your love archetype is. Know what stage you're in. Okay. To know what your stage is. So for the women that's going to be working with me next week, right? That's joining me for the High Value Woman Mastery, where I'm going to work with you, where we're going to be doing on-the-spot breakthrough sessions. I'm going to be doing on-the-spot coaching sessions. We're going to go deep. We're going to figure out what it is. You're going to know what your love archetype is, but we're also going to look, I'm going to use my gift of being able to see, and we're also going to look at some things that consciously you're not aware of. We're going to figure out, like, where's your soulmate at? How do we get you to your soulmate as fast as possible? What's the plan so that you can take action? And then when you have that plan, how do you move from stage one? And stage one is when you're highly blocked and when you are attracting toxic dysfunctional relationships and or not a relationship at all, to moving all the way up to finally being ready to start dating and attracting healthy elite men, and then being able to build legacy and have love and have all the things, being connected to yourself, happy, peaceful, you are happy with your career, you're balanced with love, like you feel like you're living in your dream life. Like we're going to do all of that. Hey, Angelica, how are you? Can I put the link in the chat? To take the assessment? It's in the chat, baby. It's lovesuccess.com. So when you go to Love Success, don't close out the live, ma'am. Okay, stay on the live and then come back and put your archetype. Put your archetype, your love archetype, put it in the chat. And let's see what your love archetype is. Can the amethyst heal while being in a relationship? I have helped many amethysts. We've helped many amethysts. My master coach, Elisa, like she is amazing. She is amazing. She's the coach for Boss Diva University. And Boss Diva University are women who they want to attract elite love. They want to attract a man who is very successful and get married and build legacy. Okay. And usually the women that are in Boss Diva University are like professional women, women who own businesses, women who are already doing life at a higher level. If for women who are like, like they're doing good, they're doing decent, but they go into Diva University. And in Diva University is self-guided, but there's also coaching there. And so then we make sure that the journey is customized based on your love archetype so that whatever's going on with you subconsciously, it's not going to block you from receiving intentionally the elite love that you want. And so that you are now aligned with attracting a relationship. So that's what Boss Diva University gets you to the relationship. So put in the chat what your love archetype is, because it's important you know. Y'all stop going out there dating blind. You don't even know what kind of man that you're energetically aligning with. Yes, may we rise and reclaim our power in this life. That's the goal. Okay? No more playing second fiddle. No more settling for men who don't know how to love us. No more settling for men who are broken and have their issues. And no more settling for ourselves, not being in alignment with all the good that God has for us. That's not what we're doing. We're not going into 2026 like that. How many of you are with me on that? Like, I'm not going into 2026 with my stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of having to do it myself. I'm tired of having to wonder, when is my soulmate going to show up? I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of feeling like I'm moving through life and I'm missing something. I'm tired of feeling stuck. And the worst part is I'm tired of not being able to trust my own judgment because I chose the wrong guy who really hurt me. who really disappointed me, now I don't even trust my own judgment. I don't even trust myself to be able to choose the right person. And I'm just tired of that. How many of you understand what I'm saying? How many of you resonate with that? I'm tired. And I don't want to have to second guess myself. I'm tired of not being able to trust myself. I'm tired of laying in the bed by my freaking self. I'm tired of how loud the quietness is in my house by myself. I'm just tired of it. And it's okay, ladies. It's okay to be honest with yourself. It is okay. You're not broken. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It doesn't mean that you're unlovable. It doesn't mean that. It is not you. You're not the problem. It's your patterns. It's the process that you're using. That's the problem. I got to do it all my freaking self. Are you not tired? Like, dang. You're not tired of that? You're not tired of wondering, of feeling like you're playing Russian roulette with your love life? Y'all aren't tired of that? Especially when you look out here and you see what's out here. You're not. Okay. Yeah. So I like to work with the women who are tired. Some of y'all still got some more get up and go, I guess. Y'all still like, okay, I done bumped my head into the wall, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm okay. I'm gonna just Russian roulette this thing. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, more power to you, ma'am. Okay. Made it. What I don't even know in the Hunger Games what they said. Okay. Put your love archetype. Okay, so I'm seeing citrine, another citrine. Okay. Has everybody went to Love Success to take your archetype to see what you are? I'm seeing another citrine. I'm seeing amethyst. I'm seeing amethyst. That's right. May the odds forever be in your favor. Amethyst. I'm so tired that I even gave up at this point. No, you didn't, baby. You wouldn't be here if you gave up. You wouldn't be here. Your soulmate is asking you not to give up. Don't give up. Just get the right blueprint. That's it. Just get the right blueprint. Just don't abandon yourself. Like, the worst thing to see, like, y'all be booking sessions with me and my team, and you are showing up because you want more. Something whispered in your soul that says you deserve more. I have more waiting for you. So then you show up to the call and but you've been abandoning yourself for so long. That's all you know to do. Then you walk away and you abandon yourself. Like, those are the sad ones. Those be the sad calls. Okay. At some point, you got to say that enough is enough. This is what I want. I'm not going to settle. Like, some of you haven't even given yourself permission, even though you've accomplished so much. So many of you haven't even given yourself permission to experience elite love. Do you know that being with a man who is financially successful and he's a good guy, like, it's just, life is just more fun, ladies. Like, you are meant to be in your softness. No matter how much money you have, no matter how successful you are meant to be in your softness. You are meant to have a man that's like, I got you. Do what you want to do with your money. I got you. Okay. I got the bills. You weren't meant to be sitting there stressed out about why you have to keep coming home by yourself. Why you got to figure out how to get the light fixed. That's not what you was designed to do. I'm seeing amethyst. And make sure when you get your results, screenshot your results. Okay? Screenshot your results so that you know. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get a printout on what you're supposed to do next. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Okay? And I never do this. I never, ever do this. The High Value Woman Mastery is one of the mini courses that I have, but it's a comprehensive course. It's right before you get to the love success journey. And it does all the things, like with helping you with healing and clearing love blocks and increasing your feminine energy and becoming soul aligned with elite love. And because there are so many women that I'm meeting that are already starting to get sad about going into the holidays without love, I said, let me figure out what can I do that can, where I'm personally working with you. Now, you know that my elite clients pay me $20,000 an hour, and they pay me $300,000 a year or $165,000 to work with me for 6 months. But I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 breakthrough classes, okay, for women who end up enrolling in the High Value Woman Mastery. And they will get everything that's in the High Value Woman Mastery. They will get the Elite Love Intensive class that I just taught. They will get everything that's in my Feminine Energy Ascension. They will get tier 2 access in the app for 3 months. And y'all already know that. Like you have a talking avatar that's going to coach you. It's AI powered. The journal's AI powered. The journal's going to be coaching you. It's going to be tracking you as you're evolving and as you're going through the journey of clearing these love blocks and elevating and aligning with elite love. So you're getting all of that, and you're going to be able to get a one-on-one session with me. And during the one-on-one session, for those of you who, and this is for people, like for my new people, I'm glad you're here, but I want you to like watch more videos and stuff. Like this isn't for you yet. This is for people who have been following me for quite some time. This has been people that's like, I've been wanting to do something. I want more, because I only have space for 40 people. Okay. And I only have space for 15 people who sign up to be able to do one-on-one sessions with. So if you want to work with me personally, then you can join the High Value Woman Mastery. I think if you did it with Klarna, it's like only like $197 a month or something like that. So you can do it for $197 a month. You can go to bossdiva.com and you can enroll in my High Value Woman Mastery. You'll be able to join me on Monday, next Monday, okay, for an hour, where we're going to do breakthrough coaching for you to clear those love blocks. And then you'll also be able to join me on Wednesday, where we're going to do the same thing. And then for the women that get on my calendar, because you're also going to get a link for you to book on my calendar, you're going to get an opportunity to do a one-on-one session with me. And during the one-on-one session, I'm going to do a reading where I'm going to see, where's your soulmate? What's the version of you that meets with him and aligns with him? What does it take in order to get you to be able to align with your soulmate, if that's what you want? What is it going to take to get you to align with the highest version of you, rewiring your love blueprint so that you can be able to attract that elite love? If you want to be part of that, so that over 3 months, it's like a 3-week intensive, so that by the time the holidays come, you are now like a blaring magnet to attracting significantly more elite men, the kind of men that are like, get on my plane. Okay. Let's go to Lake Como. Let's go visit the Amalfi Coast. The kind of men that's like, let's take a trip to Bora Bora. Like if that's what you want and you want to work with me, which I don't know how many times in the High Value Woman is going to definitely go up. It's definitely going to increase in price. But if you want to work with me, then go to bossdiva.com and then go ahead and secure your spot and the High Value Woman Mastery. And then I'm going to see you on Monday. I'm going to see you on Wednesday. And over 3 weeks, you're going to be doing everything that you need to do so that you can be a magnet to attracting that elite love. Okay. You can do it for Klarna. I think Klarna is like $197 a month. Like it breaks down to like $125 or something like that a month if you did Affirm or Klarna. So just go to bossdiva.com. First come, first serve. It's only going to be maxed out at 40 women. Okay. I will only be able to do one-on-one sessions with 15 women next week. So again, first come, first serve. We're doing that. I see that you guys are coming in and you're saying Ruby and you're saying Citrine. And it's seeming like citrine right now is the most common one. Onyx, amethyst. It seemed like citrine and amethyst is the highest one now. Citrine. Use Ruby. If you change your answers, then it's going to change the quiz, baby. If you change the answers, you got to answer the same answer. Okay. But tell me, I'll tell you if you're a Ruby. What does it say now? Cecilia is saying, what does it say your archetype is now? It said that you were a ruby last time. What is it saying right now? Yvette, citrine. It's now saying that you're a citrine. Okay. Have you been in an abusive relationship? Have you been in an abusive relationship? Mm-hmm. So you are probably a citrine ruby. You probably are that type A. However, if you've been in an abusive relationship, that overrides the ruby. So then you automatically are going to be a citrine. And if you didn't put that you were in an abusive relationship the last time, then it calculated you as a ruby. How long ago was it that you was in that abusive relationship, baby? No, Yvette, I'm talking to Cecilia. She's on TikTok. Citrine is the woman who has either witnessed abuse when she was younger, experienced abuse, and then she now has attracted abusive relationships in the past, whether mentally, physically, or emotionally. She's attracted a year ago before in an abusive relationship. Okay. So here's the thing. If you attracted that abusive relationship, it's been a year. Are you dating now? Please say no. Like, are you tired? No love to give. I've wasted so much time. Okay. My recommendation is just give me 3 months. Let's heal those love blocks. I don't recommend you date. No, ma'am. Okay. It's literally dangerous work. You go out there, you're resonating with the energy of abuse. So then you're going to magnetize and attract that kind of man that's going to want to abuse, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. It's not worth it. So I recommend if you just give me 3 months, okay? Give me 3 months. We can clear the love blocks so that you can be able to attract a healthy relationship. How many of you literally attracted a dysfunctional toxic ex and then turned around and jumped into a relationship with another dysfunctional toxic person? Okay, then what's wrong? You have a boyfriend, then what is it that you're dissatisfied with? You've been in therapy previous months. Okay. Is it okay if I coach you? Okay. So you're completely satisfied. There's no red flags. There's nothing he does that makes you unhappy. Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure. Okay. Interesting. Did you take your love archetype and get your love archetype? If you took the love archetype at lovesuccess.com, then make sure that you drop your love archetype. I'm going to get ready to go, but I want to see what your love archetypes are. Citrine, never been physically abused, but emotionally. The man I was with was a narcissist. Then that's enough. That's abuse. That's abuse. Sometimes emotional abuse is even worse. It's just you can't see the bruises. It's lovesuccess.com, baby. Narcissistic men. I'm a citrine What exactly does that mean? There's a lot of citrines today. Okay. Citrines are the women who witnessed abuse and or were abused growing up. So they are a magnet to abusers and men who abuse them mentally, emotionally, or physically. That's citrine. That's citrine. Citrines are the love archetypes. Citrine are like the light bulb, right? Like you're like sunshine, but you attract the butterflies and the moths. Okay. You said, I just tend to attract cheaters. Sometimes I know I'm not seeing what it is that I saw. So then I need to see better. Okay. So I put my glasses on so I can see if I saw what I think I saw, because I couldn't have seen it. I couldn't have seen it. There's no way. Because, ma'am, you just said, I think you said, maybe I was wrong, but I think you said that I just attract cheaters. Like, I only attract cheaters. Like, it's just cheaters. And what that tells me, she threw some glasses at my face. What that tells me is, it tells me, ma'am, that cheating has been normalized in your world at some point. And because it's been normalized, then that is what's normal for your subconscious mind. So it's going to keep attracting those cheaters. That's what's going to happen, baby. It's going to attract that. And the only way that you're going to have better is when cheating is like, this is a big deal. Absolutely not. I won't tolerate cheating. I don't even vibrate to men who cheat on me. And in order to do that, that requires that you rewire your love blueprint, because your love blueprint right now is saying cheaters pick me, ma'am. Now, maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe you said something else. Maybe you said I like to play checkers. But if you said that I only attract cheaters, then baby, that's what it is. That's what it is, ma'am. You keep attracting nachos is what you're attracting. You're attracting a bunch of men that's not yours, is what it is. And you got to stop it. And the only way you stop it, baby, is when you heal and clear those love blocks. That's the only way you do it. Okay? I didn't mean cheating isn't a big deal. Okay. All right, baby. You said the 3 glasses are Sagittarius to the core, right? Very much so. All right, baby. She said, I didn't mean it that way. Okay. All right. Well, let's stop attracting cheaters. I don't seem to attract anyone. Fear that I'm invisible. Okay. If you're not attracting anyone, then it means 2 things. A, you're telling them that you don't want to be seen. You don't want to attract anybody. And 2, your feminine energy is low. Okay. So the low feminine energy means no polarity. That means that you're not pulling, you're not magnetizing masculine energy to you. That's what it means. Okay. Yes, I did that before and never again. Do I want to do it? They'd be in the backyard talking to other girls. Who's that, ma'am? Who's in your backyard? Why are they in the backyard? Why are they in the backyard talking to other women, ma'am? Instead of in your front yard. That's what I want to understand. I'm not dating, waiting on healing. You don't wait on healing, baby. You do healing. You step into it. You embody it. You choose it so it can choose you. One of the women that are in my who join the High Value Women Mastery. One of them, the woman who is like the most committed, she is going to get a ticket to go to, not the flights, you got to get the flights, but I'm going to give her a pass to be able to join me at Rhythmia in Costa Rica. So I'm going to be hosting Costa Rica, Rhythmia, which, who's familiar with ayahuasca? Like, how many of you are familiar with the plant medicine ayahuasca? Say I. Oh my God, we're all here for a reason. I'm relating to a lot of this. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. How many of you are familiar with ayahuasca? I'm in Costa Rica. I love it. Love it. I love Rhythmia. So what do I do? Hold on. What's your original question, baby? Hold on a second. Let me see what your original question is. Then I will tell you. I don't seem to attract anybody. What you do is you get into the High Value Women Mastery is what you do if you want to fix it quickly. If you don't, you can also go into the app. But I recommend that if you can work with me, then work with me, because you're not going to get another chance to work with me this low again. But do something, okay? Do something. That's why I designed Her Pocket Coach. Her Pocket Coach is going to help you to start to rewire your love blueprint. That's what it's going to do. Becky, the app isn't free, honey. It's not. If you're a woman who you already have it together, okay, you're already successful, you're financially stable, then Her Pocket Coach is the solution for you. That's what you do in order for you to align with elite love. If you're looking for free, that's not it, baby. You got to go to, I don't even know where to tell you to go. I don't know. Good night, baby. I don't know where to tell you to go, but it's not Her Pocket Coach. Okay. You said the good stuff is high value and high value cost. Say it again, ma'am. Say it one more time. Because some people get it twisted, and then they wonder why they want a man that's elite, and then they wonder why the broke dudes come to him. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're not willing to invest in yourself. You want something free, but then you want a man that's going to pour into you. Energetically, it's off. It doesn't make any sense. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. I'm going to Peru for Aya in 6 months. I need intervention. Tired of lacking clarity or any subconscious blocks I may be exhibiting in my life. I hope it can help. So I have been taking groups, students who are in Diva University, Boss Diva University. I've been taking them to Rhythmia to do the ayahuasca. How many of you guys want to even hear? Because if you don't want to hear about ayahuasca, you can go and jump on. How many of you want to hear me tell you about the plant medicine ayahuasca and how I in the healing journey with helping our students to be able to transform and attract love? Like, how many of you are interested in that? The men I like don't like me, and those who like me, I don't feel anything for them. That's your love block, baby. It's off. Okay. It's off. Okay. So I have been doing ayahuasca and going to Rhythmia for like the past 6 or 7 years. And ayahuasca is a plant medicine, and it's a plant medicine that basically allows you to heal like 14 to 20 years of healing that you would do if you was to do therapy in 4 days. It's extremely powerful. And what it does is the reason why I have incorporated it into my love success journey is because we do the necessary things to help a woman to be able to break through and to be able to transform and to be able to heal and to be able to build her mental and emotional muscles. But then there's some things that are hidden subconsciously that she's not even aware of, or epigenetically, there's some things that are there. And the ayahuasca goes in those places to help clear out the blocks. Like, some of you don't even know what's stopping you, but it's your great-great-grandmother. She experienced trauma in a marriage that she has. So now, like, her disposition towards men and love, it was so strong that it passed down through the bloodline, and you don't even understand why you're having a hard time. So anyway, I incorporated ayahuasca. And the thing that, based on the top psychiatrist that's there at Rhythmia, and I only recommend Rhythmia. I don't recommend going to anywhere else in the world to do ayahuasca because Rhythmia is the only medically licensed ayahuasca center in the world. And for me, I like that. I like that they have nurses. I like that they have doctors. I like that they have an ambulance that is outside of the Maloka. And even though they've never used it, I like to know that safety is there. I also like that Rhythmia, the shamans are like, it's been in their bloodline for years. I don't want a shaman out of California. He just got spiritual last week, and now all of a sudden he calls himself a shaman and he's administering ayahuasca. Like, for me, that doesn't work for me, and it doesn't work for my students. So I don't recommend, I don't like it. Do I recommend ayahuasca for everyone? If you are mentally strong, yes. I don't recommend it to everyone at the same time. So some people, I think they do ayahuasca before they have built up their mental and emotional muscles. And then they go and they expect the transformation, and they're not ready yet. They haven't done the healing work yet. So then the integration process is difficult. Why our students have such a good outcome when they do ayahuasca is because we prepare them before they go to Rhythmia as part of the coaching and transformation program. I have training on ayahuasca. The integration process is great because after they come back from doing the ayahuasca, there's coaching and things to reinforce their transformation. And it's like going to the gym. It's like doing ayahuasca is like running a marathon. Okay. It really is. It's work. It's not like being a hippie, getting high and spinning around all day. That's not what's happening. It's like, it's work. And if you try to run a marathon and you didn't prepare, like if you hadn't prepared your body to handle a marathon, then it's not going to be the kind of outcome that you want. And it's similar with ayahuasca. So it's best that you are in that mental and emotional gym. And our program is a very good mental and emotional gym for women. With getting prepared, they get better outcomes according to the owner of Rhythmia. They get better outcomes when they go through the ayahuasca journey, because I remember when I first went, it was like the awakening, the healing. It completely changed my life, completely. Then at first, when I said I was going to go, my husband was making fun of me, and he was like, you about to go out in the wilderness, and I can't remember, like smoking weed or something. I can't remember what he was saying, but I didn't even say anything. I went without him because he was like, I'm not doing all that. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. And then I went and I changed, and he was like, wow, like my wife is like a whole elevated 2.0 version. And so then he went with me the next time I went, and then he completely changed. And then I had students that have went, like I had students that have experienced all kinds of things, sexual traumas, and be completely healed. And it's something about going to Rhythmia. It's like the cherry on top, because they do the work like in the love success journey, and then they go to Rhythmia, and then marriage. It's like, it's amazing. They end up in amazing relationships. It's amazing. I've had couples who were on the brink of divorce, who the wife went through Boss Diva University and then went to Rhythmia with her husband, and then their marriage like skyrocketed. It was a really beautiful thing. And I've had clients that were addicted. One of them was addicted to cocaine, and she went to Rhythmia, and it saved her life. Like because even when she goes through healing, when you're healing mentally and emotionally, like your body's still craving it. And ayahuasca has a way of rewiring the receptor sites, down regulating the receptor sites so that it doesn't, express the same receptors anymore. So it's easier when it comes to releasing addictions. Like I've had clients who were addicted to marijuana, clients who dealt with emotional addictions. Like some people are addicted to pain. Some people are addicted to being the D word or being the A word. Some people are addicted to that, being in that real anxious anxiety state. Like some people are addicted to being sad. It's a chemical addiction to it. So doing the ayahuasca helps to break the addiction, and it helps to release the source, because sometimes trauma gets stuck in the hypothalamus, and then it just keeps circling and circling. And what ayahuasca helps us to do is to be able to process through. And there's like scientific data. They got all kinds of scientific data on how it helps women to be able to heal, or people to be able to heal. I'm going to yeah. Any other questions about ayahuasca? I'm absolutely a fan. Can I tell you about the legality of it? It's illegal in America, but it's legal in Costa Rica. But it's like highly regulated. So Rhythmia is able to do what they do. It's kind of like the 4 seasons of ayahuasca. That's another thing I like, because I'm not for those of you who like the outdoors, God bless you. I love it for you, but I'm not. Okay. I'm definitely the 4 seasons girl. I need somewhere with my hair dryer, and I need warmth in a bed. And so at Rhythmia, like, it's real nice. It's fancy. You can do the ayahuasca experience, and you're not sleeping outside getting bit by mosquitoes and all that other stuff. I don't want that. Hey, I don't want that. No, ma'am. So anyway, based on like the transformation, I'm going to choose a woman who is in my Have I Woman Mastery to come with me, because on the 26th through the 2nd, I'm going to be hosting Women's Week at Rhythmia. And the Women's Week is going to be absolutely amazing. I am one of the first facilitators that is going to be doing the breath work. And the breath work, I created the breath work so that it activates and aligns with feminine energy, because I noticed that a lot of the breath work that's out there, it activates masculine energy in a woman. So I wanted to create something. So I hired like a producer to create like the breathwork meditation. And then I had to pay for the licensing to have part of somebody's music in the breathwork. And it's like beautiful, y'all. It's absolutely insanity. It's beautiful. You also can get access to that breathwork in the app on the first level, tier 1, for $97 a month. Then you get access to all of my meditations in the app. At tier 2 in the app, you get access to all of my meditations and my courses outside of the Love Success Journey. So you get access to like a ton of different resources. And in tier 3, you're getting all of that, plus you get access to Diva University. That's the Love Success Journey. That's what leads to you aligning with elite love. That's what leads you going through the Love Success Journey, knowing what stage you are, and the AI is learning you and guiding you and customizing what is giving you so that it rewires your subconscious mind. So when you're in the app, if you want access to that breath work, then just go under light codes. If you go under light codes, then I think I have the breath work under there, or it might be under where it says breath work. I don't know. It's in there. It's in the app. Anybody who has the app downloaded, did you update it? You have to delete it and update it. Like the new version was released on Apple today, and it's freaking beautiful, y'all. Like, it is insanity. It's also gamified too. So like, like you win points as you're doing the work on yourself, and you like, it's just amazing. It really is. As you continue to show up for yourself, then you like get points, and then as you accumulate a certain amount of points, then it unlocks certain bonuses, like bonus meditation, bonus training, elite training that I've created. Like it's a thing. It's a thing. You said you're looking for the meditation now? Search for breath work. Yeah, so the breath work is it's in Her Pocket Coach, but I think it's under the breath work, like feminine. It should be like feminine breath work, something like that. But it's in there. It's really nice. I also have some meditations that I created that have light language. Like I started downloading light language and light codes and light numbers. So that's speaking to your DNA. So like for those of you, like when you're talking about like the cutting the soul ties and breaking the soul contracts, that also includes like light codes, because the light codes can break the soul cords. It's going to your DNA level to unwind energetically what has been embedded, like the pain, the trauma, or the negative intention of somebody that you slept with. So I have light codes under that. You found it under feminine breath work and nervous system regulation. Awesome. What is that under tab? What tab is that underneath? Do you have it on Apple iOS? For those of us who are new, can you break down the name of the app and where can we find it? Oh, okay. Her Pocket Coach is the name of the app. It is the very first AI powered love. It's the very first and the only. Okay. And nobody else can touch this app because it's the very first AI powered love coach from the convenience and privacy of your very own pocket that learns you, and it adapts to you. And the app has a community, a private community. So like you're amongst like-minded women who are also on the journey. And it also has an AI powered journal. So the journal is learning you and is coaching you. It's going to have you go deeper based on what you're sharing so that you can have breakthroughs in the journal. And then it also has a talking avatar that's been trained to coach like me. So the avatar does one-on-one sessions with you. It does Q&A. So if you're ever on a date and a guy's like, hey, send me a picture, then you're like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And then you ask Pocket Coach Shay, AI, like, should I send him a picture? And I'm gonna be like, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. Like, I'm right there. It's like having your own personal love coach 24/7, 7 days a week in the app. And it's absolutely insane. Like all the things it can do. It has like a meditation lounge that is like Spotify that is designed to like help you rewire your subconscious mind and your nervous system imprint so that it aligns with healthy love. And then it allows you to track like how you're progressing, how you are becoming more aligned with healthy love so that you don't have to guess. So you don't have to wonder. You'll know, like, am I aligned with dysfunctional love? Yes. Chill out and focus on yourself for a little bit more. Then when it's time for you to date, then the app will let you know that it's time for you to date and give you proper guidance. This is how you date. This is how you trigger an elite man to want you. These are the places that you need to go. Like it's giving you all the things so that you're aligning with elite love. If you're a career woman, it's teaching you how to be able to balance your love life with your career life. So it has so many different benefits that are part of the app. That's Her Pocket Coach. And if you come in at tier one gives you access to the journal, the community. You get all of my access to all of my meditations, or at least most of my meditations. And then you also get access to Feminine Energy Ascension course, which helps you to activate your feminine energy. When you come in at tier 2, then you get access to the High Value Woman, and you also get access to all of the meditations, and you also get access to all of my courses when you come in at tier 2. And that's $297 per month. When you come in at tier 3, then you get access to all of that and a more robust AI, the gamification, and then you also get access to Diva University and Diva in the Making. And I'm going to stop going live, just so y'all know. I'm going to stop going live probably mid-November, because I'm going to go live in the app. And so for members that are tier 2 and 3, then anybody who is in the app, you're going to be able to attend my live. But for my private sessions, that's tier 2 and tier 3. They're going to be able to attend my private sessions inside the app. So we'll be doing training. My lead coach is going to be doing training in the app. Like it's a thing. And now it's ranked in the top 25% apps in the App Store with the highest download, like the top 25% highest download, because you guys are amazing. And y'all have been there supporting me. And throughout the evolution of the app, like you've seen me get scammed. You see me fall down. You see me struggle. You see me go through the fire with building this app. And like you guys, y'all stuck with me. Like y'all just were positive and you were there and you supported and you encouraged me. And I kept giving you updates and y'all stuck with the app. You didn't give up and be like, well, forget the app. Like y'all just downloaded the app and you tried again and you gave us a feedback and it kept allowing us to be better. And I can't tell you how much I love you and I appreciate you, and how your faithfulness and your patience is part of history, and how it's creating a blueprint for young girls, so that young women who are going to come after you, so that they can be able to have the guidance to healthy love, so that they won't get played and hurt like we were when we were younger. So congratulations to all of us as women, because this is definitely a step forward. Ladies, listen, I see that you're an amethyst, babes. I see that you're an amethyst. See, at least now you know. Okay, you know. Tier 2 is high value woman mastery in the app. You don't own it for a lifetime like you would if you sign up for my class, and then you're definitely not getting me and you get so much more, but you can access high value woman tier 2 in the app as well. Ladies, listen, I love you. I can't tell you how much you are deserving and worthy of the love that you want. And when you finally realize that, when you clear those love blocks and you can finally see yourself for who you truly are, then the right man, the right person, the right partner, the right soulmate is going to rise up and claim you as the prize you have always been. I love you. God bless you. And I will see you in class on Monday and Wednesday. Bye, divas. Good night. Good night, good night, good night.